All right, y'all. What is the word? What's going on, y'all? We are, this is my last day here in Nairobi, Kenya, here with the boss lady herself, Jeannetta Collier.
Hello, hello, hello.
So she is the reason why I am actually here. She's the reason why I came to Kenya for
Thank you.
her Women Empowering Women's event that she put on, and it has been nothing short of amazing. So I wanted to talk to you so
Yeah.
you can just let people know what were your thoughts behind putting together the
Hmm.
Women Empowering Women's Conference, and then highlighting and recapping some of the things that we did,
Okay.
and then discussing your plans for next year, because there going to be a next year.
It is gonna be a next year. It is
Okay.
gonna be a next year.
Okay. Because I know people want to know, like, they've been messaging me, like, Losha, like, you been over there, like, y'all doing conference, safaris, meeting the first lady, and all, everything
Yes.
that's going on. So, just what was your thoughts behind putting together the Women Empowering Women's, and why here in Nairobi?
Okay. So in 2021, the same time last year, 2 years ago in 2021, I came here for a 13-day speaking tour. But
Okay.
I came with someone else, another group of people, and it was men and women speaking, and men and women in the audience. But I was touched by the women and their plight and how they still have such a struggle versus in comparison with the women in the US. The women here have such a struggle in doing things when it comes to business. So it just really touched my heart because my thought was, why is that? Why is there such a gap? Because the women here are so educated. They're so educated. And so as I started doing my research and started looking at things, I realized that that gap really doesn't need to be. It really doesn't need to be. So I just kind of put in the universe. I'm one of those universe people.
Okay, me too.
I
I
kind of
am.
put in the universe. I says, you know what? I'm going back. I'm going back. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't know where I'm going to get the money from. I don't know when I'm going to do it, but I'm going back and I want to put on a women's conference. And I just want to talk to my sisters. And then I realized when I was here in 2021, just the love that people have, just the love and the welcomeness. And I'm like, those are my sisters. And I'm not saying they're my sisters because of skin tone. I'm saying they're my sisters because we're all women. We all have the same plight. We have the same journey, the same difficult. And why not combine the sisterhood?
Hmm.
So it happened. It happened. And I knew I couldn't do it alone. I knew it was bigger than myself. I knew this dream was like, I'm on this journey. So I wanted to pull in like minded women. And Losha, you was one of them. Okay.
Okay.
I wanted to pull in like minded women to help me on this journey. So we came here and I'm just filled.
Yeah.
I'm filled. And I know a lot of everyone who came is filled because the love that we received, the love that we continue to receive, and the feedback we're getting from the
Oh my
conference,
God. Yes.
it's just been mind
It's
blowing.
been transformational for sure. And the feedback is just to already know, like you said, the women here that I've met are very educated, very educated. A lot of them are doing some really awesome and
Hmm.
amazing things.
Hmm.
And so to be able to speak to them and for them to share that this has really been transformational for them as well
Yes.
lets me know that
Yes.
what you have done, what you have put together, I appreciate the exchange of dialogue. And I think when we had the opportunities to actually just sit there and communicate and just
Yes.
share
Hmm.
what strategies or practices that have worked for us, it's a mutual exchange. So it's not like, I feel like I'm just coming over here and I'm just speaking to women about my journey, and like that's that. Like I'm just sharing and they just taking it in. It's like when I hear from them and hear about the things that they are doing and things that they are overcoming as well, that makes me go
Hmm.
deeper inside of myself to see what more, because the work is never done. I think somebody spoke on, like, it's a continuum.
It's a
So
continual.
yeah, but this has been good. And so one of the other things when you even the people that you align with that you did bring over here to the conference, how did you even, what was your thought process and the people that you selected?
Okay.
Like, what was that? Walk me through, because it's not
Yeah.
easy to, have people a part of your vision. So
Mm-hmm,
that's
mm-hmm,
like an
mm-hmm.
intimate
It's very
process. So
intimate.
how did you vet us? How did you vet us and decide like that we would fit with your, especially knowing like I'm in education, other people are in other industries,
Mm-hmm.
doing life coaching and leadership coaching, all of those different,
IT, just all that.
yes,
So,
IT, all of that. How did
so
you?
the way I selected the people that I wanted to come with me on this journey was, first of all, I needed to know that they had the synergy that I have, meaning their ideology, their reasoning for doing what they do, and the outcome that they wanted. I wanted us all to be on the same purpose, same like mindedness. I'm really big on that, and wanting to see that the women that we speak to is walking away with something. Like you said earlier, it's just not us talking to them, but us getting what they have to offer as well. That was really big. And I think all of us, matter of fact, I know all of us did just that. So when I started talking about it and speaking about it, then a lot of people that I was speaking to, they were like, "Oh, I'm in. I'll go with you. I'll go." And I hadn't even formalized everything. It was in my head. I haven't formalized everything on paper on how I'm going to do this, the logistics, all of that kind of stuff. I had it on paper, but not really in my head. But every time I spoke to the person I wanted to come and be a part of, they're like, "Oh yeah." And I'm
Yeah,
like, "Well, I have to give you more information." No, you really don't. I'm good. I'm good. We're in.
yeah.
And so that let me know right there that was meant to be as well.
Hmm.
So I was getting affirmations along the way
Okay.
that it was meant to be, just by how people were responding. Because let's be honest, here I am talking to someone, talking to you about going halfway around the world
Yeah,
with an ideal that I have.
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, like, how crazy is that?
yeah.
How
That's
crazy is
major.
that?
It's major.
But then the confirmation of, yeah, I'll go, I'm in.
Hmm.
And now we're here and we saw it was meant to be. That was, like you said, that's major.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
major.
It
So,
is major. It is because I've never traveled this far around the world without my family. But just even knowing what it is that I have a desire for as far as my reach with education,
yes.
it just aligned with what it was that you shared and the information that you shared, what your intentions were.
Hmm.
And I'm just like, everything just lines up. I can't take my family. But I also think about, and I always reference this book, The Alchemist, the main character, Santiago, and how one of his desires is to travel. But he
Uh-huh.
got all of these sheep.
Uh-huh.
And it's like you want to travel, but right now you can only literally walk certain distances
Yes.
because you got all of these sheep. And not to compare my family to like the sheep, but it's like, sometimes you have to make the sacrifice of being away from your
Yes.
family,
Yes.
leaving your sheep behind so that you can extend your vision into
Hmm.
the future and what you want to do. And that don't mean you can't go back to them,
Right.
but just in order to get to the next level, there's certain things that you have to do. And going to Kenya has been, oh my God, and I traveled.
Hmm.
I just never put it together. So this was like the best opportunity and just the connections that I feel that I have made
Yes.
from this conference
Yes.
in education, real estate, everything that it is that I have on my vision board.
Yes.
Literally, it's like coming to life, but it's literally putting yourself in a vulnerable position
Hmm.
to align with that. So,
Yeah, and a lot of people will get opportunities and they will make excuses and not take the opportunities
yeah,
because they're afraid.
yeah,
But I believe when you step out on faith, then the abundance is overwhelming. I mean, you will get more than you bought, that you ever thought that you could get. Like you said, you
yes,
came here, and the education, the real estate, everything that you do, you have aligned with people that do that here.
mm-hmm,
So now your vision is global
mm-hmm. It is,
and
it
your
is,
connection is global.
yes, yes.
And how many people can say that? And
Not
it's
too
all
many.
because you stepped out on faith.
Yeah, yeah, yes.
That's a beautiful
I
thing.
even speak about my logo, First Class Educator. If y'all can see it, I have a plane that is literally hovering over the continent of Africa.
Yes.
And that is a large part of the vision for the organization. The chemtrail go around the entire world, but just speaking to manifesting and walking into it. And I even think when you mentioned it to me, I was like, that's usually our time of year we start in PD. And even the 2 days
Yes.
of the conference,
Yes.
we kicked off our 23-24 school year.
Mm-hmm.
My consultants are back home in the US
Yes.
working with our amazing clients with our school districts kicking off this year's professional development, but they got it taken care of. So it's
And you
just, and
here
I'm here.
seeing your vision that you have on your cap.
Yes,
I mean, like, how epic is
yes,
that?
yes,
And you could have had excuses not to come.
yes.
You could have said, "Well, Jeannetta, the school year is getting ready to kick off. I have this, I have that." But if you wouldn't have came, what you have on your cap wouldn't have not manifest.
Mm-mm, mm-mm. So yeah, I am
Another confirmation.
another confirmation. It's the alignment. It's just everything. And then, like you said, just walking in it. Just you just got to move forward. And even you have thoughts and feelings like, okay, am I making the right decision? It's like you don't even have time to think, but it's the right decision,
Yeah.
and it has been. So I'm just thankful to have met
Yes.
you. And can you tell
Yes.
them how we even like? How did I even meet you? Like, do you recall?
I can't remember how you met me, but I remember our first talk when
Yes.
we talked on the phone because you was doing a business transaction in real estate in St.
Yes.
Louis,
Yes.
and you're like, this is not right. Something's not right about this. Who do I know in real estate that I can call and know they got their stuff? And
Yes.
you reached out to me and you're like, Miss Jeannetta, you don't know me, but
Yes.
this is
Yes.
what's going on. Can you advise me? And I gave you some advice and this and that. You're like, oh, okay, good, good, good. Okay, I'm gonna keep you posted.
Yes.
And you wasn't working. You wasn't my client, but you reached out to me and I was like, hey, here's the
Yes.
advice. Here's how you do it. And I gave you everything. And you're like, well, can I give you something? I was like, no, we good. We good. I just want to
Yes.
see you
Yes.
win. And
Yes.
that's how we connected.
Yes. So before that, because I think I had agreed to come on the trip, but because I like to share the power of networking, but I saw you live on Facebook talking about the Boss Ladies of Dallas.
Oh, okay.
I had searched a hashtag. I was just looking for, like women empowerment events and things like that. Whatever hashtags you was using to promote the Boss Ladies of Dallas, I was like, oh, they doing some stuff. And then I seen you, so I've been following you for a while on Facebook. And then I'm not sure the young lady. It was like in February. I'm trying to think of the name of the event, but I came to see you speak.
Yes, that's right. Because you walked up to me, you're like, I want to meet you. I came to see you.
Yes, yes, yes. But no, even you extending your resources to me with my last acquisition, that was interesting. I'm gonna just tell you. And I was like, who do I know that's in real estate that's like heavy in the game? I gotta think about my resources, my contacts, and I know you do commercial real estate, residential, all of that. And so I was like, I got this resource, and I feel like your resources is only as good as you are able to
Yes.
utilize them.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I was like, let me just reach out. I know she don't, know me like that. We never did no deals together, but I just told you scenario and situation. You gave me some numbers to call, and it was just like, hey, I appreciate that. So yeah, it's just really connecting and
Yes.
not being afraid to network with people. And I network all the time. Your network is your net worth.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so you have to and just get out there. And like I said, I think I searched a hashtag on Facebook is
Okay.
how I originally even found you. But it has just been blessing after blessing hearing you speak, and then you mentioned it because I seen you had a poster about the conference, and then I
Mm-hmm.
was like, I don't know these folks or anything. And you mentioned it. You was like, we're going to Africa.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, the offer was just, I was like, okay, let me see how I can make this work. And yeah,
Yes.
so I'm here. We are here. And it's been amazing just pouring into the women, uh, going to see the Maasai village, the
Yes.
actual village, and experiencing the culture. And then, oh my God, going to the girls' school.
So that was epic because those young ladies are my. I was emotional on this trip.
Yeah.
I was emotional throughout the whole trip.
Okay.
Okay, that really touched me because there were 700 young ladies at this boarding school, and a lot of them were supported financially, a lot of them wasn't, but they were there and they were so grateful to be there. I
Hmm.
mean, they were so grateful to be there and to just, and they welcomed
They
us.
spirits was so happy.
Yeah,
Their
and they
spirits was
welcomed
so
us,
happy.
and just to see that, and for us to be able to connect with them in a way that we did, it was just a beautiful moment. It
Hmm.
was a moment that I know people could say, well, there are schools like that all over, but it was that moment in time that made the difference.
Yeah.
That moment in time that made the difference. There was a lot of different events that we did that really touched me, and I'm touched all of us. So each of us will probably have something different, but that was one of the highlights for me there.
Yes, I mean just to see the space in which they have. It's a boarding school, so they live in close quarters, and I mean very large. I know they said that it's supposed to be 700, but I think they passed capacity.
Yeah, because I think it was 800 and something,
Yeah,
and then it was how many beds in one room,
yeah, yeah.
and
It was many,
it wasn't like they had privacy. They didn't have privacy,
but
but
they were happy. They greeted
they
us,
made it
and
work, and
yeah.
they was just happy to be there.
Mhm. I mean,
Happy to be
they
there.
have a lot of, I think, issues that are going on over here, and the boarding school is like a safe haven for
Yeah,
them.
exactly,
So
exactly.
that was nice just going there, because I expected conference and then retreat, but it was like every day it got richer and richer, experiencing the culture by going to the actual village. The safari was that's the closest I ever got to animals.
The
Okay.
safari was lit.
Oh my
It was lit.
gosh.
You guys, some of you guys cracked me up.
when
I
they
mean,
when they see clips from how close we got to the lions, it was like the lions were sleeping and then they woke up, and it's like you don't even have time to react. Like you
if
so close.
if they wanted to get us, they would have ate all of us up
They easily,
easily.
easily, easily. The elephants, just seeing them in their elements and being so graceful. And I've been on, in a little tour trips, safaris or whatever, but nothing like this. This was
Yes,
very
yes,
intimate, and to see them in a natural, like no boundaries. They didn't
yeah,
have like no gates or borders or anything to see this migration, because
yes.
this is their
This is the
time.
time of the migration when they're coming from Tanzania over into this area, and so it's the wildebeest are migrating across. So they have to
Hmm.
cross this river, and there you have the hippos and alligators waiting for them. So it's like only the strong survive to get
Yeah.
over here to eat the grass, and
Yes.
then they have to make that trip back. So again, the hippos and the crocodiles get an opportunity to have a huge meal. You
Yes,
know,
yes. And there was some big hippos. Those were some big old hippos out there.
yes,
Plenty of them.
they
Plenty of
weren't
them.
zoo fed hippos.
No, no, real hippos feasting on some real
Oh, and then the
animals.
funny thing with the giraffe center, when I got hit in the head with the
Oh, now
giraffe,
that was something. But that was because you turned your back.
I
You
was,
had been feeding, and it was like, "What's up? What's going on?" You
and
didn't
it
turned
and it
around.
wasn't aggressive. It just kind of nudged my head. I was like, oh, but it was enough to blow my hair up and
Yeah.
put a little snot on my cheek.
Okay, so tell them plans for next year. Like, how do you envision this women empowering women growing? And what are your plans for next year?
Well, next year it's going to be bigger and better
Okay.
because, as we know, it's sold out. And then we had standing room only. They had to bring in
Yes.
more chairs and stuff, so it was just crazy. So the plans for next year, we have to find a bigger venue because
Okay.
the venue we was at, it was 150 max, and like I said, it sold out on the standing room only. So we have to find a bigger venue. We're going to change up some of the things in the retreat so it won't get so stale. Um, we have decided as a collective group we're going to adopt a school,
Okay.
and we're going to help them on some stuff. So that's going to be beautiful. And they want me to expand. You know, they want me to go into Tanzania, going. So I just have to see how that what that looks like.
Okay.
But
Expansion.
it's just been beautiful. It's just
Yeah.
been beautiful. It's been bigger. My heart is just so filled. It's just so big. Even our media guy, we brought two guys with us. Even our media guy got emotional
Yeah.
because it's
Yes.
just so everybody's just our heart is just so filled with the love and everything. So that we're looking at the dates, and so far we're looking at July 13th through the 23rd
Okay.
for the people that's coming from the U.S. If they want to be a part of this, and then the conference itself will be I believe the 15th, yeah, the 15th and 16th, 2-day conference in Nairobi, and then after that will be the retreat and everything. So I'm looking forward to it. I know we
Okay.
all are looking forward to it.
Yes.
It's going to be
Yes.
exciting. So that's my vision. Now it's I like to say things are fluid because we're still trying to, you
It's a
know,
whole year in advance, so you
yeah,
got time to like
and
make adjustments, change,
make
and
adjustments and change. And then for the people who register, you have time to make payments. I can set it up where you can have payment arrangements because I don't want money to be a reason for you to miss this great opportunity.
hmm
So that's my thought. behind it.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Well, I'm excited. I'm happy again to have shared in your first of many conferences over here with the Women Empowering Women, and it has been life changing. I will definitely um, be forever changed as far as just the things that I learned. And then just thinking on the global scale of how can I assist more. So
Yeah.
I am thankful for that and
Yes,
thank you for
yes.
the opportunity. I appreciate you
Of
even sharing
course.
and
Of
extending
course.
it to me. And so, yeah, I just wanted to tap in and go live with my community so they could be enlightened about, what this was all about and even just hear from you as the organizer of this because obviously you walking in your purpose and calling.
Yeah.
Like this
Well,
is
thank
something that you
you.
are led to do. Like you're not just doing it. It ain't like you making
Yeah.
a ton of money off of putting this
Uh,
together. Like it.
can we talk about didn't make any money?
Okay,
But we're not
okay,
going to talk about that.
okay. But
Can we say in the red? Not even going to
okay,
talk about that because
but
that's not what it's about.
the impact and the
Yeah.
transformation that is leading to the connections and things that you're just going to be tremendously blessed beyond your
Yeah.
imagination.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so I can't thank you enough because the opportunity again is going to transcend generations for me.
Yes.
Because I know that there's more work that we can do and that we are going to do here on this beautiful continent of Africa. So
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
thank you.
ma'am.
And y'all, I'm gonna make sure that I drop the information. But is there any way that if they wanted to connect with you or find you on social media, what social media platforms is available for people to learn more about you and what you do or your website? And
Well,
I'll drop them in
yeah.
the.
So they can go to my website, JeannettaCollier.com. That's one of
Okay.
my website. And on that website, you can learn everything about me. You can even find the information about the Women's Conference. It's going to be Women Empowering Women Conference and Retreat, Nairobi 2024. And I will give you the link to drop in there and my website link. And then that, once you go to my website, you can connect to me on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn if you would like to.
Okay, perfect, perfect, y'all. So I wanted
Yeah.
y'all to hear from the boss lady herself. This is the last day in Nairobi. I'm going to head to the airport literally like in a few more hours. But again, this experience has been amazing. Y'all don't be afraid to network and tap in because if you are comfortable with your current circle and your current circumstance, hey, that's fine. But if you're really trying to go to the next level, you got to step outside your comfort zone, network with other people, and
Yeah.
the possibilities are limitless.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
so
And I like to say too that whenever you network, you also should have someone above you and below you. The above you is pulling you up, and the person below you, you're pulling them up. If you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room.
wrong
You're in
room,
the wrong room.
wrong. We didn't even talk about one of the major aspects of this Women Empower Women is that every U.S. delegate we agreed to do mentorship. You're sponsoring mentorship through your initiative, so we each
Yes.
got mentors. So I have two mentees. Shout out to them. I'm excited to see their growth. They are amazing. One
Hmm.
young lady is an educator who specializes in Braille, so special education. The other young lady is in school for data analysis and statistician or something like. Maybe she good with the numbers. Okay, but that is one of the other
Yes.
cool things about
Yes,
this
yes.
program.
We bring mentees from here and they mentor them for a year. And after a year, once the mentees complete a full year of mentorship, then they get a certificate of completion. So that's the beauty about
So
this.
being able to pour into other people, like she said, reach back down and have some other people that you can reach up to. So I just like the full circle aspect of this, and again, appreciating everything that you do.
Mhm.
So thank y'all for tapping in, and we'll chat with y'all soon. Have a good one.
Bye.
All right.